You're right, waking up with 34 degrees. The pressure is way up at 30.37 this morning. Humidity at 71%. Winds out of the northeast at about 4 miles an hour, and no precip in the past 24 hours. As we move forward today here on WCLU. In local news at this hour, dark, heavy smoke could be seen high in the sky above a house fire on Rachel Court yesterday afternoon. Glasgow firefighter Nick Swain told WCLU News that when they arrived, no one was inside of the home because a former firefighter, Eric Johnson, was there and was able to get everyone out.
Normal house fires above 500 degrees, it gets really hot enough to melt anything. And if we had let it go, the house right next to it, you can actually see on the other side of where the gutters started getting a little warped because the heat was, radiant heat's what we call it, where it's hitting other houses. That's something we got to watch when we get out here to make sure that other houses don't catch fire, and we've got more than one on our hands.
Oh, now, you guys, how long have you all been at the scene?
About 20, 25 minutes. We had a fire knocked down with about 10 on scene. Yeah, we're pretty aggressive.
That's firefighter Nick Swain. Rachel Court is a dead-end street, and many of the homes are fairly close together. Swain said that looking at the gutters on the home next door, you could see the signs of just how hot that typical house fire can get. Firefighters had the fire extinguished in around 10 minutes, and they were on the scene less than an hour. Fire and smoke damage was extensive throughout the house. Glasgow Fire Department was assisted by the Glasgow Police Department, the EPB, and by Atmos Energy. Hart County Fiscal Court passed the first reading of the 2018-2019 budget in their executive meeting yesterday. Judge Executive Terry Martin told the court that the numbers may change a little once the county gets the exact amount of their pension payment. Mother Nature wasted no time in putting the county's 8 cowl sirens to a test, as Carrie McDaniels explains.
We were able to install an $88,000 system, and we used it 2 days after we got it up and running.
McDaniel says there are 2 additional upgrades planned for the system, one in Hammondsville and the other in Linwood. The county will also be applying for funding to install one at the fairgrounds and the other at Hardyville. The county accepted the bids for blacktop, oil, gasoline, and blacktop for the upcoming year. Road Department Superintendent Larry says that when and where you buy makes a difference.
We try to buy local most of the time, but some gravel is better than others at certain places at certain times of the year, so it depends on that.
Now, the county accepted those bids. The Hart County could soon be the proud owners of a mobile response unit donated by the ambulance service. Plans are underway to refurbish an ambulance and turn it into a command post that can be driven to the scene. The unit will also be equipped to handle radio traffic should a tower in the county go down. And the tire amnesty program date has been set in Hart County. That is coming up on June the 21st through June the 23rd. Much more local news when we continue.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
And we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our easy-to-navigate website to our easy-to-deal-with service department, we work hard to make it easy for you to choose us. No one keeps you rolling like BR Tire on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in Glasgow.
PB. 6:13 and 34 degrees from WCLU this morning. In more local news at this hour, held annually in November, Children's Day is an event that supports the local family resource and youth services centers. The money helps students in Barron County schools, Glasgow and Caverna, and pays for everything from the backpack program to school supplies. The face and the driving force of the event is Dr. Bharat Modi, and yesterday afternoon he hosted an appreciation reception for those folks who supported him and his charities this past year. Helena Chase Birdwell accepted the Super Gold Ambassador plaque on behalf of her aunt, Nell Houchins. Taylor Gaunce accepted on behalf of her grandfather, Wayne Gaunce. Plaques are also presented to Betty Bailey, T.J. Sampson Hospital, Pat and Daryl Van, Kim Jackson, the Kiwanis Club of Glasgow, and the City of Glasgow. Ladine Hamilton was recognized for her work with Children's Day, and she says, all you have to do, this is all we can do, and do what we need to do to help the kids.
Even though I don't have children, I love children. They are the future of our country and our leadership, and we need to help everyone that we can to reach their full potential.
Janice Turner spoke to the impact of Dr. Modi and what he has had on this community.
Oh, it's a wonderful thing. Dr. Modi does so much for our community. He's helped with the medical care with children, and he's just wonderful for our community.
Brenda Cheney, although now retired, worked in the FRYSC office for a number of years, and Dr. Modi presented Brenda with a gift honoring her work and dedication for Children's Day.
Why am I here and why am I doing this?
Well, that was John Stevens, solid waste coordinator for Barron County, describing his thoughts on Tuesday right before he was tased. Before anyone can be certified to carry a taser, they must be shot with a taser. Stevens joined the deputies at the Barron County Detention Center on Tuesday for taser training. Now, here is John getting hit. The crowd watched as one by one people laid down on the floor and voluntarily waited to be tased. While the shock only lasts for 5 seconds, it seems like a lot longer. But John said the anticipation, which was much worse. WCLU News asked one of the deputies to describe what it felt like to be tased.
Well, I can't say cuss words to you, I don't think, so. And I really can't tell you how it felt.
It'd be hard to put this feeling into words suitable for use on the air.
Definitely. You'll definitely think about how that taser felt on you before you use it on somebody else.
It would be hard to put the feelings into words suitable for use on the air. Being tased, according to those at the training, certainly makes an impact and makes you think before you tase anyone. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's asking help, along with the Camden Police Department in South Carolina, asking the public's help to locate an abducted 2-year-old child. Dakota Ray, age 2, was last seen April the 15th. She may be in the company of her father, William Ray. Dakota is 2 feet 6 inches tall and weighs 25 pounds. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. William is 43 years old. He is 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighs about 340 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. They may be traveling in a 1996 beige Ford Aerostar van with South Carolina license plate LMU 173. At this time, they believe they may have left the state of North Carolina. For information, you can call 1-800-THE-LOST. or if you have information about Dakota or William, or if you spotted the vehicle, you can call the 911 center. Lieutenant Governor Janine Hampton presided over 5 regional competitions across the Commonwealth of Kentucky, April the 9th through the 13th, at the 2nd Annual Lieutenant Governor's Entrepreneurship Challenge, a pitch competition for Kentucky students grades 9 through 12. Since its start in 2016, the LGEC has sparked creativity in over 1,400 Kentucky high school students, inspiring them to learn the mechanics of starting their own business. Along the way, they develop entrepreneurial skills in R&D, market analysis, SWOT, presentation, and teamwork. LGEC participants are judged by volunteers with business expertise on 4 components, which include a written business plan, an oral presentation, a marketing video, and a marketing tabletop display. Those competent scores are totaled for overall score to determine the 2 top winners in each region. Hosting this year's regional competitions were Western Kentucky Community and Technical College, University of Louisville, Asbury University, Union College, and Owensboro Community and Technical College. Each host school also generously provided their own scholarships, special prizes, and opportunities for students to tour their campuses. One of the groups attending the final competition, UK's Gatton School of Business, the Barron County High School's My Favorite Things group. Scholarships totaling $100,000 for use at any Kentucky-based post-secondary institution will be divided between the top team and the teams in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th places. News time at WCLU is 6:20.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. A Clark County couple pleads not guilty to murdering their son with Down syndrome.
Albert and Patsy Christie pled not guilty to the murder charges against them. Police found their 20-year-old son dead inside of the family's Winchester home in December. The medical examiner's report says the contributing factors towards the man's death include neglect, malnutrition, dehydration, and pneumonia. He was just 61 pounds at the time of his death. Sheriff Burl Perdue says it was one of the worst cases he'd seen in his 3-decade-long career. I'm Healy Hansen.
A Franklin County Circuit judge says he plans to decide by July 14th whether he will block a new law making changes to Kentucky's pension plan from taking effect. Judge Philip Shepard says he is confident the case can be decided by July 14th. However, he said the case will probably have to be decided by the Kentucky Supreme Court. The head of Kentucky's largest school district is asking his teachers to focus on their classrooms. Jefferson County Public Schools Superintendent Marty Polio sent a note to educators in the district telling them not to focus on the drama in Frankfort. Polio's note came about a day after the Kentucky Board of Education fired the state's educational commissioner. A deadly fire is under investigation in Hardin County. It happened Thursday morning on Big Springs Road. Captain Neville Skaggs with the Wrightyville Fire Department says it took over an hour to put out the flames.
As my units got on the scene, forced entry to get inside to start doing a fire attack, they started coming through the roof.
Officials discovered the body of an older man on the 2nd story of the home. The name of the man has not been released. In Kentucky's frontline elections officials received cybersecurity training Thursday and another preventive step against election hacking. County clerks statewide attended training by the Federal Department of Homeland Security. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man. But there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription. South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
Local news time for WCLU is 6:23. We have 34 degrees. In area funeral announcements this hour, Leila Elizabeth Hopkins Pitcock Nanny Pottinger, age 88, of Glasgow, died Tuesday in Louisville. She was a member of the Cumberland Presbyterian Church and is survived by a daughter, Linda Pitcock Fries, a stepdaughter, Karen Pottinger Brasine, 5 grandchildren, Jennifer Arbogast, Christy Four, Leslie Springston, Hillary Spalding, and Coy Rigdon, and 10 great-grandchildren, Jesse Clark, Joseph, and Shayla Arbogast, Landon, Cheyenne, and Madison Four, Leela Graham, and Allie Wynn Springston, and Anderson Spalding. 2 brothers, Edgar Ewing Hopkins and Paul Hopkins. Special caregiver, Heather Robinson. Services for Leila Elizabeth Hopkins Pitcock Nanny Pottinger will be at 1 o'clock Monday at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Summershade Cemetery. Visitation will be after 4 Sunday. David Harlan Slayton, age 67, of Glasgow, died Wednesday at his home. He was an Army veteran of the Vietnam War and is survived by his wife of 47 years, Barbara Slayton, 2 sons, David Ray Slayton and wife Iva Lois, and James Allen Slayton, a daughter, Charity Holly, and husband Mitchell, a brother, Danny Slayton, and wife Kathy, a sister, Pat Bragg, and husband Larry, 5 grandchildren, Justin McGillicuddy Slayton, Cody Slayton, Nathan Slayton, Grayson Slayton, and Anna Slayton. Best friends William Burge and wife Mary Lee, and Bonnie Poore. Service for David Harlan Slayton will be Sunday at 2 at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation after 4:30 Saturday. James Roland Lobb, age 80, of Glasgow, died Wednesday at the Medical Center of Bowling Green. His strong will to live and unwavering faith in God, along with the love and prayers of family, friends, and many supporters, carried him through 3 months of hospitalization. Roland loved farming, driving a school bus for the Barron County school system for many years, and in the summers driving a tour bus at Mammoth Cave. He served as a deacon at Rolling Hills United Baptist Church. He met his loving wife of 44 years, Grace Aline Cassidy Lobb, and they raised 3 children together. Besides his wife, he leaves to honor his memory 1 son, Michael Shirley of Nashville, 2 daughters, Tawana Childress of Bee Spring and Kayla Warren of Johnson City, Tennessee, 1 grandson, Craig Childress, and 2 great-grandchildren, Brooklyn and Caleb, 1 sister, Willadine Brown of Park City, a sister-in-law, Eleanor Lobb of Smiths Grove. Service for James Roland Lobb will be at 2 o'clock tomorrow at the Rolling Hills Baptist Church. Interment in the Walnut Hill Cemetery in Park City. Visitation begins at 5 tonight at the Patton Funeral Home, Park City Chapel. Nathan Nat Rich, age 98, of Louisville, died Wednesday at St. Mary and Elizabeth Hospital. He was a World War II Navy veteran and retired from the Griffin and Company as a foreman and welder of sheet metal workers. He was also a teacher at Aaron's Vocational School and was a member of the Mason Sunset Lodge number 915 F&AM Scottish Rite and the VFW post number 06937. He was also a member of the Sheet Metal Workers Union and a member of the Olive United Baptist Church. He is survived by a son, Bruce Rich of Louisville, a brother, Noel Glenn Rich of Indiana, and many other family members. Services for Nathan Nat Rich will be Monday at 2 at Owen Funeral Home in Louisville. Visitation begins at 11 Sunday. A Masonic service will be held at 7 p.m. Sunday at the funeral home. The Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel is in charge of those arrangements. The Lima Stevens Cooper, age 56, of Horse Cave, died suddenly Wednesday at the Medical Center at Caverna. A daughter of the late James Howard and Betty Marie Bird Stevens, she was formerly a customer service supervisor. Survivors include 2 daughters, Elizabeth King and husband Brandon of Glasgow, and Victoria Morgan and husband David of Horse Cave. 5 grandchildren, Brooklyn and Delilah Rose Morgan, Harley, Colton, and Kinsley King, and 2 brothers, Marshall and David Stevens. 3 sisters, Connie Scott, Charlotte Simmons, and Sheila Ford. Service for Thelema Stevens Cooper will be at 3 Saturday at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, burial in the Stevens Family Cemetery. Visitation begins today at 3 p.m. Services for Mary S. Kennybrook Guelda Morrow, age 81, will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burial will be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation after 11 o'clock Saturday. Service for Ruth Seymour Asbury, age 86, of of Horse Cave, will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at the Wynn Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Horse Cave Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins tonight at 6 p.m. Service for Janita Dossie Hatcher, age 93, of Glasgow, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Harding & Son Funeral Home's Bowling Green Chapel. Burial to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Services for Dina Juanita Decker, age 78, of Glasgow, will be at 1 o'clock today at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial in the Fairview Cemetery in Bowling Green. Visitation for Olita Catherine Martin Doyle, age 101, formerly of Glasgow, will be this afternoon from 2 until 8 at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, with a graveside service and burial to be held in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery tomorrow. Local news time from WCLU is 6:29.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
You through life.
6:30 at WCLU. We're up to 36 degrees. Ray Stajic says we should be able to warm things up a little bit as we work our way through the weekend here. Let's turn to local sports. There are games scheduled throughout the Commonwealth of Kentucky this evening, but the spotlight's going to be on the man whose name will be remembered for generations to come. Sam Royce, the Glasgow High School baseball coach for nearly 3 decades, will be given the ultimate honor this evening at historic Richardson Field. The unveiling of a sign that will read, Sam Royce Stadium, will take place just prior to tonight's Scotty home game against Metcalfe County. That ceremony should be about 4:45. Sam's illustrious career includes many great stories on the ball field, but his impact as a coach has changed lives forever, including those of Stephen Murphy, Matt Bowles, Matt Alexander, and James Happy Neal. Sam is not just a great caretaker of the historic ballpark or influential baseball coach, but he's a mentor to these men, and they spoke with us yesterday afternoon in our studio to reflect upon their career and commemorate this honor. We're tickled to have 4 gentlemen in the studio today who are former Glasgow Scotty baseball players who are now living in Glasgow and contributed a great deal to the community, and we're going to have them talk about this renaming of the stadium at historic Richardson Field to Sam Royce Stadium at historic Richardson Field. And we have 4 players who came up through the ranks, played for Coach Royce, and played on historic Richardson Field, now Sam Royce Stadium. And I want to ask, actually, I really think that what is going to be...
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
We're going to hold off on having spent their winter preparing for spring. 13 greenhouses are in operation to yield the hardiest plant varieties. There are many new highlights to the spring lineup, including a new variety of bedding plants and perennials with your name on it. It's the Proven Winter brand. Janet is bringing a new level of quality to Southern Kentucky by adding the Henry Studios brand of fountains, planters, and bird baths. Each piece is world-class quality, without blemishes and flaws found in lesser quality pieces. As a Kentucky proud dealer, Mammoth Cave Transplants features locally made birdhouses as well as planters. You have to see it to understand how much they can help you with your vegetable gardens, landscape, property boundaries, and so much more. Mammoth Cave Transplants, open 8 till 5 Monday through Friday, 8 till 4 Saturday, 5394.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us, the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Got your Ralphie on. What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
It is a great place to go and hang out at Ralphie's Fun Center, and they really make it fun to be celebrating a birthday, just to have a good time at Ralphie's Fun Center. They're the sponsor of the birthdays today here on WCLU. Let me tell you about who all celebrating today. I got to get my correct list out here. It is the birthday today of Jeffrey Wayne Reed. That is Jeffrey Wayne Reed. Let me find my little gong right here because we owe Jeff a 40 gong. Happy 40th birthday to Jeffrey Wayne Reed. Now let me also run up here and get a gong sounded. This is the 20th birthday of Taylor Williams. Happy 20th birthday, Taylor Williams, today. We also have Ethan Lee, who is 8, Davy Greer. It's Cheyenne Milan, who is 24, Michael Elmore. Jeff Nunn is 48, Denise Burge is 46, Katina Pollock is 45, Otis Eugene Basil is 79. It's the 32nd wedding anniversary for John T. and Sharon Smith, number 32. Saturday, happy birthday to Sabrina Pettigo, Vicky Carson, Helen Russell. It's also Mason Perkins turning 7. Jessica Dial is 25. We have anniversaries for Craig and Kelly Christian, and for Chuck and Deb Roberts. It's number 41 for the Roberts. Let's see. Then on Sunday, we've got Rosalind Silvestri, who is 16. Twin brothers Dustin Asher and Austin Asher celebrating birthdays on Sunday. It's Catherine Harden, Denise Burge, Kathy Nason. Cameron Ruse Walker is 32. Amber Little Bit Wilson is 3. Robin Walbert has a birthday on Sunday. And we have the second anniversary of Marcus and Michelle Valdez, number 2. How about that? 651-9149 or 800-956-1023 or online here at WCLUradio.com. 639. Thanks to Ralphie's Fun Center for making it all fun.
Are you looking for your dream home or perhaps dreaming of your first home? Then come see me, Gay Parker at Citizens First Bank. As a KHC top lender for 2 consecutive years, I specialize in government and conventional home loans. For 37 years, I have helped the homeowners of South Central Kentucky. Now, let me help you. Stop in at our West Cherry branch in Glasgow or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Finance your dreams with Citizens First Bank.
Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Recent studies that have been done by the Barna Group, a religious research firm, are finding out that people feel more stressed out and more alone now than they did just 10 years ago. It used to be the case that if you asked someone, "How are you?" they probably said the generic, "Good." Today you ask someone, "How are you?" they'll most likely answer, "Busy," or even "tired." We are so stressed out, and most often we feel so alone. The answer is found in Scripture. Psalm 46, verse 10. You want to know how to feel less stress? You want to know how to never feel alone? Be still and know that I am God. I'll be exalted among the nations. I'll be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. What a wonderful thought. This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
I can't wait to get my tax refund in, because when I do, I'm headed to get this cell phone repaired and load up on all my favorite gadgets and accessories down at Gadget Patchers, located at 199 L. Rogers Wells Boulevard, right across from the TJ Pavilion. Gadget Patchers has a new shipment of fully refurbished cell phones on sale now. And why spend all your refund on a new box computer when I can go down to Gadget Patchers and get a fully refurbished laptop just like new, starting at $99. Everything they sell carries a 90-day guarantee, and if you mention WCLU, they'll give you a 10% off discount on any accessory in the store. Call for a repair quote today at 270-228-0000 or stop in at Gadget Patchers today.
One of the realities of old man winter is things need repairing. But when spring comes, don't be in a rush to get your agricultural or industrial equipment back up and running. Call Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services today and get those repairs done before spring. And even if you have a smaller operation or you just need some odds and ends for your home repairs, Joseph A. Wade is here to meet those needs as well. Joseph A. Wade is located on Industrial Drive in Glasgow, family owned and operated since 1985, a Right Tool distributor.
You can feel the difference at Tony Hogan Health Clinic. Tony goes above and beyond when it comes to your health care. From opening early at 7:30 to giving his personal number to patients, just in case.
This is Nurse Practitioner Tony Hogan. If you're already a patient, I want to thank you. If you're not, give me an opportunity to show you the difference. I truly care about your health and well-being.
Call me, Mandy, at Tony Hogan Health Clinic, and let's get you set up with an appointment. 651-6707, or come by at the corner of North Race and Cherry Streets in Glasgow.
All right, let's see here. I need to get caught up on some birthdays. Renita Bowles, your sweet mama, called up to let you know that she loves you very much, and Renita Bowles is having a birthday. and her sweet mama is calling up to make sure that she knows that. We have David Johnson having a birthday today, too. I had that earlier, and I didn't transpose it on the right piece of paper. So, David, people are thinking about you today, sir. We also have Krista Smith. Krista is joining honorees on Saturday, okay, for Krista Smith. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Now, I think I had another birthday called in. This is for April Jones. Is that right? April Jones is celebrating a birthday today, too. We got it together here as far as birthdays and anniversaries go. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, WCLUradio.com. Still nippy out there, 36 degrees.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle, a combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more, because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve? Call State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow at 270-651-3608.
Let me tell you that Wayne Bragg is having a birthday on Sunday. Yes, Wayne Bragg with a birthday on Sunday. Today we're patting Jeffrey Wayne Reed on the back. Now, Jeffrey Wayne Reed is 40 today, and we want you to pat him on the back, wish him a happy 40th birthday, and let him know he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas, all right? Yes, we're going to do the archives. It's 6:45. Stand by for that.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300.
Guess I'll get the music up here and make it official that we're doing the archives here. We roll back to Hands of Time. We look at 100 years worth of good information about the way it was, as Barbara Streisand might have sung a few years ago. 100 years ago, this was in the news. Yesterday morning, during the electrical storm, lightning struck the large feed barn